Oh, damn. Hey, what's up, guys? There's doesn't seem like a lot of people coming for this one. I mean, it's probably not a big episode, but I heard it was good. What's up, YouTube? This is Radio Station here. This is episode is going to be a reaction to episode 9 of Bocchi the Rock. It's great. It's been a blast, and my regret is that I wish I should have gone on to it earlier. But again, it's one of those shows that wasn't originally on my radar. It was in the same day of Spy X Family, but Spy X Family is understandably kind of fallen off for me. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just kind of like it's there, but it's kind of not. It's at that point for me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just kind of how it is. I heard this one was hilarious, and I hope it's one of those progressive episodes. I mean, I wouldn't say this is the like, of course, like there's gonna be, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something to where like they'll make something so visually creative to the point like it seems almost every freaking time the next episode just one ups from the other. It's that ridiculous. It's creative. I don't know if it, like, story wise, I'm not so sure what's gonna happen here. I guess this is like a breed. Pretty sure after that performance, it'd be like a breeder episode of sorts, or maybe like, you know, what are they gonna do afterwards, or, you know, probably just based on a preview, like probably just going around doing something, or maybe like traveling a bit. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's something to look forward to always. I wish I could talk more about that last episode. It was great, and the way it was actually a hype moment where like Bocchi, you know, she like everyone was so. What I like the details, and I was pointing it out during the initial performance. They were all kind of offbeat at first. Like the body language not there. Everyone's kind of off sync. You know, they're struggling. They're not in line. There's like the shakiness because you get when you're very nervous, and it's okay to be very nervous. I understand. Like even the best of the best can be a little nervous, but it depends on if you can control it. And Bocchi is just like I'm not gonna lie, it does feel like the other three are just kind of like, maybe we should kind of give like that body language. Like they don't need to say it, but it's kind of like maybe this won't be work after all. And Bulger's just like, no, I cannot let this happen. Not here, not now. I want to do something with this chance I've been given. I haven't been really able to accomplish much in my life so far, so I have to do something. She steps on the gas. She literally just stop, and then the moment she does that and starts playing, and I'm just like, oh, here we go, and that was great. That was fantastic. Like that is one thing. I don't think Bocchi is somebody we can just relate to. She is someone we can look at a reflection of ourselves, whom we can look at like, oh, if we can do this, we can like, because she's making steps, she's actually trying to succeed. Not all of us are gonna be ready enough to make that step if we are in her position. Not all of us. She's been given that chance, and you can say like it's kind of, you could say there's a cliche in that and how she is dragged into it, but it works out well. It's executed very well, and I don't have any problems with that. And Ryo's been great. Kira's been great. Nishika is like probably the best girl. Like I have Hitori a little more only Ryo, like, because I'm a sucker for Ryo's sort of character. Hitori has more respectable growth. Nishika, like, she is someone that kind of just brings everyone together. I mean, when you consider her sort of little background, you know, her mom passed away. Her dad's almost never home, so it's usually just her and her older sister. And her older sister basically quit her band to just make this little place for an adult to perform, and it made Ichika happy, and she wants to make that place something worthwhile, which is great. It's a good motivation. It's amazing. Like, and there's with Nijika, there's with Hitori. We also get a little bit of Yo's backstory earlier on. I wasn't reacting to it, but you know how she first met. I mean, it would be nice if we can get more of that. I'm not so sure about Kita yet, but she is also sort of developing as well. I mean, she's also trying to fit in, because she's all like, even though she is the extrovert in the group, she's also more of like, she has some introverted sort of tendencies, you know, when she's put in a very uncomfortable position. Ryo is actually an introvert, but she chose to be that way. It's not the same situation as Hitori. From the looks of it, she's just like, I can just kind of roll along with it. So yeah, it's been a great run so far, and of course the towel drop at the end by Nijika, that was great. That just enwraps the whole thing and just makes the episode worthwhile. I could wish I could talk more, but I really got to get to this episode. Because I do not know. I really don't know how you follow up after that. Like, what do you do? Do you either just have to just go low, just like, okay, it's a breather. We can, you know, there will be probably a final performance for the final episode. By like episode 12. But yeah, like it'll probably be like, what they were saying, some comedy, just kind of fill the thoughts in, make a proper segue or build up to the next one, hopefully. So yeah, everything's good so far. So let's get to it. Okay, I gotta pull this up a VLC player and that. Okay, sorry, manga decks, because I read manga all day. Alright. Okay, let's oops, I forgot to turn on subtitles. Okay, they're on. Never mind. They're on by default. Alright. Episode 9 in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Up. It just felt like a lot happened. So she's just there all day, just doing that, huh? No more gakko. Hey, that's me. That's me nowadays. But no one called up. True. That's way too true. Is the oh, okay, is the volume working, guys? I hope not. I hope it is. Yeah. Yeah, so basically now trying to just hang out for the first time. This is gonna be the episode. Because they never really had that thing. They only were hanging out just to practice. Thinking of all the possibilities. Why does it always have to be that one, like near some freaking like pipes, some chat or call or video chat? And that's how. Wait, don't tell me she's going to do that every fucking day. Yay! Okay, what is this? Okay, I didn't come here to learn to learn astronomy. Okay, no, that's astrology, not astronomy. What are you talking about? Okay, that's so basically she's in a black hole. She's just stuck. She's being sucked. She's in that within the center of that black hole. She hasn't been. My sister didn't go. My sister didn't go. Oh man. Like I didn't come here for fucking for for some cosmology and shit. I also heard we have a new ending, but not exactly new. I think it was the new ending that they played in the end of the previous episode, but they didn't have the visuals for it. I hope this can be like the next K-On! I yeah. Uh yeah. Someone told you. Did you just hang out? What? Why? Oh, because cicadas have something to do with symbolizing summer. Okay, understandable, I guess. I've never heard of that before. Just burrowing cicadas. Uh, okay, that's a lie. Okay, that's my reality lie after all. Wow, made him herself. Not she got anything else to do. But yeah, being available and then making time are two different fucking things. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wandering around, just just watching movies, listening to music. Please stop saying these weird ass chemistry terms. No, not a practice session. They're wearing their casual clothes. Yeah, just not hang out as a band, but just hang out as like a social a group. Some white bit. Oh, that's a fish. Yeah. Wait, what? Not again. Here we go. Is this sort of setup? But run to the beach, fall over, and just say and watch the sunset and hug. Tropical motherfucker. Oh god. Oh my god. Why did they do this? Bro, her soul is half hanging out. It's about to go to Soul Society. Just, just shove it back in. I swear to God, if she turns into a hollow one day. They're trying to help, at least. The fact that they're going to they're the ones having to reach out is something. And they did admit that they weren't doing it before. They weren't doing it. They weren't being proactive beforehand. Oh yeah, I forget they go to different schools. Well, Keaton actually I think goes to Bocchi school, but that's it. Okay, you cheated. Oh, last minute cramming. Oh yeah, I've been there. You know, he just sound. Yeah. I'll be nice. No. Some salt ice cream. Okay. Oh, that's a soft serve. Nice. She's still in her tracksuit, by the way, which is you good? Uh. Oh, that's not what she needs right now. Oh no, she's falling away. Oh, just her luck to run into the. What? Just he even points it out. Why these stereotypes? What are those? Wait, is that a shot of a real life one? Wait, those are crap. I thought they looked different. Wait, I'm thinking about chips. Never mind. No. Oh, it's like the endless stairs in Super Mario 64. When you don't have enough when you don't have enough stars and you just go, it just feels like it never ends, but you're just really just looping back. She put on the sunglasses. Oh yeah, this is kind of her habitat, or like her. The granny is doing just fine. Hmm. No, we don't do escalators here. Wait, why? Do you really just pay for that? Uh, Can you? Uh, it's just it's a weird feeling because again, this is like literally the first time where they've just they didn't just hang out as a band; they just hang out as a group. But who's leading who at this point? It's Kita that who's the one who's trying to lead the way, which is funny considering how she usually is. Tower of Babel legend. I just said. You can see who's more used to this, and who's not. It's a different flavor, and she won't. No, they got still got plenty of time today. Oh, the cat. Oh, she never heard them before. Oh. Oh yeah. That has to be Trump's. This has the first time she's encountered that. Yeah. Why did Aaron just come here and call all his homies over? She got fucking Yamcha. She got Yamcha. Fucking Dragon Ball. I'm done, man. I'm done. They really did that. And I was told this feels like a filler episode, but it's like a good filler. It's like, oh, it's just them just hanging out, just not just a band, just a group, just trying to, get closer, just get to know one more. They only knew each other as just teammates, but there's one more step you can make, just knowing each other as, just like friends, close acquaintances, or at least. Don't worry. I mean, yeah, she is embarrassed after that declaration in the end of the last episode, like where she wants to help everyone achieve their dreams. Well, it just ended like that. Damn, that trip. That's her first trip in a long while. Also, she's already planning ahead that quickly. Just take it easy there. Fair enough. I initially didn't know how to feel about Kita yet. I knew she's gonna be good, but like I didn't expect her to actually fit in quite well with the group. Oops. Sorry, stupid pop up. Hopefully, don't die. Oh, just about to say. Ah. And for you could, if only she wished it could last more than just a day. Oh yeah, it's her first time, so she might be feeling sore. Yeah, I figured. It's the first time actually just going about. Oh. Oh, school performance. Oh. Oh, this is the new. Oh, it's the ending that. Oh. Okay, that's really cute, right? What they're doing right there. Colors my soul. This is this is really cute. I just realized there's like a different personality with each new ending. After Dark. What's gonna be for this one then? I don't know, man. I was expecting just a chill episode, just like it's just a lack of day, just going through the motions. No, it is a transitory episode, but it doesn't feel useless. It doesn't feel like mundane. It actually feels very interactive because you get to see how it is. And what didn't really occur to me was that I know Hitori wanted to not really go out, but Ryo and Ichika weren't that sort of outdoorsy compared to Kita, who is the bundle energy. And I'm gonna say this right now, like I can get people who aren't fond of Kita because she's a little bit too energetic. I get it. But I think that actually helps the group, like in all honesty, because like that sort of extrovert personality, like I feel like each and every character kind of balance each other out in one way or another. Totally like the introvert, was panicking over everything. Nichika's trying to get everyone trying to get everyone together, trying to keep everyone in line, like just set everyone straight, like, oh hey, like please don't. Ryo's just kind of doing her own things, having these sort of cheeky responses as well. And Kita's like the one who is trying to have that sort of shining, sort of positive personality there, although she does have her tendencies. It was fun. This part, and I know which. I'm pretty sure y'all know which scene I'm talking about. Hold on. If I can hold a fiend. She literally just gets ganged up on by fucking reincarnated Eren and his homies, and there was no way to just. Oh, I'm not kidding. This the first Ashita no Joe, like the other day was Ashita no Joe, and there's this one. Hold up, Yamcha crater. Like this, what? There's no way they actually Okay, so this is the first. Okay, no, I need a clear like not the fan drawn, like some like out of the actual hold on, the one out of the actual anime. Let me go a sec. Okay, not that one. Okay, it's basically this one. This the. And when you look at this, hold on. I need to kind of just to take it down a bit. It's just it's literally frame for frame. Drawing for drawing, literally the exact same pose, literally the exact same shape of the crater. This is great. And apparently they also did it with some other baseball thing, but that one was crap. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember seeing that, but whatever. That part. What else are you gonna make next? what other reference are they gonna make next? I think they may have done the Hokuto no Ken reference, kinda, or I think it was maybe Gundam, but I don't know. But oh lordy. So the only thing I really don't have I really am not so sure how to feel about was the octopus crackers one. I don't know how to feel about this one. Let me see if they're actually real life. Hold on. Octopus crackers. Yeah, it's actually, dang. It actually looks like that. So I don't know how they make it, but I'm pretty sure it's the same way they make. But I'm pretty sure it's the plate where they just kind of flatten this shit up. So apparently these are what they actually look like. So yeah, although it just kind of modified it, so they just kind of because they had to cut snippets out of it. It just looks like wood, just a piece of wood. So I think it was like, could they have just like 2D drawn it? Yeah, but I think they are trying to. There's sort of an advertisement there. I'm not gonna blame that because I think if they tried to 2D draw it, it may not look. People may not be convinced it's a exotic looking cracker. I would assume, but no, they just kind of paste it on there, so I won't blame them for that. That's the only iffy moment I actually had. Other than that, it was a really funny episode. You know, you get to see them kind of getting together, know each other better. And okay, those are huge, but yeah, they're. Let me see. So they're this big, okay? And from what I can see here, this guy who has it, yeah, it is about the same sort of serving and about serving the same sort of container. There's a little nap bag, a little napkin, you know, thing. It's not much of a Miami Furrier never fails. You know what? When if I go to Japan one day, I might try one of these. Or if I'm just not for it, I'll just order one and just see like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna see if I can find it in my local. I probably won't, but whatever. No, these are not the same. These are not the same. Those are rice crackers. They're kind of like they're kind of like, you know, there's the shrimp chip, you know, there's the shrimp chips, right? I guess I'll pull this up. Or shrimp crackers. These are shrimp chips. Those are not those. It's not the same one. I was initially thinking that. I'm just like, oh wait, that's not it. So yeah, so what about the white bait bowl they never really got to eat? Hold on. I'm curious. Oh, so that's what they look like. Interesting. You know what? Not gonna lie, that would have been nice to see them try that out. I'm guessing it's sort of a platter though. I'm pretty sure they were just photographed but they just kind of put it on there. I don't think it's a low budget thing, but just kind of like an aesthetic choice sort of thing, because like trying to draw them in 2D may have more inconsistencies in terms of showing what it is, as opposed to, you know, if it was like a normal looking food, then they would just kind of you know, they would just do the normal thing. Oh yeah, I just noticed too, they're using this similar logo, except it's sort of positioned differently. Like here, the octopus is kind of like this way. This has a much larger head. Hopefully you can see it there. I'm sorry if I don't have a good zoom up. And here it's just kind of like, you see octopus, but it's just kind of like, it's not a cylinder head. It's more like a heart-shaped sort of head, and then the arms are kind of right there. I think that's how it's going. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, never mind. It is the same brand. Never mind. Right there. That's advertising They're just dead ass doing the promotion. But the part right here is like, I don't think I've seen it in the, I don't think I've seen it right there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just kind of, the octopus just kind of doing this and that. They're just, undulating, when they jet propulse. My bad. Okay, my mistake. But it's literally the same one. It's literally the same one, just maybe a little different. But in some areas, but I don't know. It pretty much is dead ass the same one. It's actually just crazy. They just kind of also promote. This is also kind of acts as a promotion for people to try this out. Yeah. Now people are just gonna be tweeting about like, oh, I got this at the same place where they were at, and like, yeah, this is gonna be just a flat ass trending. It's already 10 out of 10 just because of this reference. Like, that's impressive. Although oh yeah, it does look like an octopus. You can see the little suction cups there where they just kind of flatten the whole thing, or like that. I can't believe we're doing this real life thing when the whole episode is more so them, just going out, meeting friends, just as a group for the first time. Just all these shenanigans and all these jokes. It just kind of what I loved about it. Even if the comedy doesn't make you laugh, it lets you know how they are, how more, it fleshes out their characters more, and like how they contribute to a certain joke, and like how they react to a certain situation, especially when like she runs into these people. Bocchi has the like just the poor luck of running into someone who's trying to into these wild guys trying to advertise for their restaurant, just doing that freaking weird ass synchronized dancing as well. It's like I can't just sort of luck to run into those types. Man, there's a lot to really enjoy though from this episode. Like the fact that just hanging around, just kind of just hanging out, just trying to this is literally their first time. They can. Do they have time for more than just hanging out as a band? For sure. I mean, they don't. I mean, it's up to them though. It's not just Bocchi that has to deal. Has tried to get used to that. It's the others as well. I mean, they did say before like it was on them that they didn't call up Bocchi, just to hang out and whatnot, because they're just kind of doing their own thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We always got our own things, and some of us are a little bit more caught up in it than others. And thinking about that, at least Bocchi was able to do that in a moment where, this early on, instead of like later on when it may be too late, later on in life it may be too late. I will admit right now, after I graduated from high school, I didn't really, or actually didn't do this enough. I didn't, if at all, I didn't really have a place where I never really thought about making a time and place where I just call some of my friends from high school just to not just hang out as classmates, just as schoolmates, just hang out, just as acquaintances. I rarely was able to do that, and when I look at this episode, it kind of reminds me like, yeah, this could have been what I would have tried to do if I thought about it more. It's unfortunate, but again, it kind of goes to show that Bocchi isn't just someone relatable. You could just it's a reflection, like what we could have done, in my opinion. And even though she is still on those running gags of where like she's still held back by her introverted tendencies that are still gonna be there for the long term. I don't know. You can't ask her to ditch him right away. Of course, it's hard. It's really hard to do that. It's kind of the same thing like with Rudius from Shoko Tensei. You can't just tell him to ditch his perverted personality right there. He'll still have it for the most part for the rest of his life. But when you mature, when you grow up, you tend to keep those under control. Like, you know, like what's right or wrong. You start to establish for yourself, or like from your experiences, what's right and what's wrong, based on your experiences. I mean, maybe I'm just going all a little too deep about it, but it's something I really like to talk about because it just shows how much Bocchi is, you know, not just Bocchi, like the others are trying to, you know, developing in one way or another. Kitan's trying to, you know, she's bright, but you know, she also has to, but she's not like particularly good in socializing either. And you know, sometimes she may not always, you know, be on the same page and whatnot, but she's how do I say this? Like, she's not just being social just for being social. She's social because she's getting more, you know, close because she wants to get to know her other bandmates more, or her new friends a lot more than just, you know, the talking, you know, just socializing with others in class. That's why I felt like here. Is there anything else to say? It's no, not really. But it was just really fun. It's not a big episode by any means. It's just them just hanging out, you know, as friends, not just as a band. But it's development. I mean, I don't know how. Both just being deflated, just being dragged upon like that. I wonder how that really looks like in actual real life. Like, how is she being dragged up like that? I'm pretty sure it's, you know, Bocchi maybe Bocchi is, you know, just, you know, upright, and she's just trying to drag her along or something. But yeah, I really don't have anything else. I wish I did, but it's just fun, and it felt a little short, but maybe it's just me. And the new ending visuals. Okay, so what I've noticed from the ending visuals here, the first ending visuals had them where they're just kind of, you know, playing as a band. It's very upbeat-ish. And you know, it's just them playing and whatnot. And the second ending, I think, was sung by Ryo's VA. She's you know, the first one sung by Kita's VA. The second one sung by Ryo's VA, and it's a little bit more meta-Chloe, you know, because it usually just shows them, you know, Bocchi just kind of around in the press. There's rain, and there's a little bit of a more somber sort of vibe to it. This one right here, was sung by Nijika's VA, I think. I'm pretty sure. This one's a little bit more happier. You know, it's just them dancing and all. Just seemed like they're having a good time. You know, just shouting out. You know, just it's funny how like they're just kind of calling out. And she's like, ah, and like that part, like that's a lot of personality there. Not in this ending. And then like the other previous two. So this show's great. It's not perfect by any means. Like there are times where, you know, things do get repetitive, but I'm not gonna hold too much against it, because it is, because in a comedy, in a place where comedy can be centralized, there is a sense of repetitiveness. Like Gatama, Gatama is one of the greatest, is according to people, is one of the best shonen series out there. I'm not talking about battle shonen, I'm just like shonen in general. And it relies on repetitive comedy. I don't care what y'all say about, you know, oh, but Gatama is always so funny. Yeah, it's comedy subjective, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, it does have its repetitiveness. Any comedy will have its repetitive. It's just that how do you control that sort of repetitive, and you still have that sense of it's not just just redundant, doesn't feel useless and whatnot. Now I'm gonna wait for the next song, maybe in episode 11. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like episode 12. We're gonna get Bocchi just singing it, but I don't know. We'll see. It's a great episode. Another very good episode. Not useless. I would be surprised for people to think it's a weak episode. Honestly, I'd be really surprised. But yeah, I got nothing to say, y'all. Great. It's been great, and I have not once have I gotten bored of it. Not one point have I gotten bored of a single moment in this. But yeah, let's see how the last 3 episodes will play out for this one, and hopefully crossing my fingers, it's like K-On! Where they are able to get a season 2. And I heard, and from what I can remember from reading a manga a little bit a while back, that there is plenty of source material to work with for season 2, and because apparently they're going at a really slow pace. Funny enough, it's how you use it in the series. The series seriously mix it with. Use it to a series. Okay, yeah. I don't know what you were saying, and Nick. I'm pretty sure it's like, if I'm guessing correctly, it's more like it depends on how you just kind of mix it with mix it with comedy, mixing it with useful sort of character work of some sorts. And I feel like there's in an episode where it's just them hanging out, there's quite a bit of character work involved. I would be surprised to hear people saying this one was a pointless episode by any means. What's kind of funny is because it technically is a filler-esque sort of segment, but it's kind of a needed sort of kind of segment to where like kind of just transition from one segment to the other. Because the next one, apparently, I think they're gonna have like now the school performance, which apparently had a cameo of sorts in the slow loop anime, but I barely remember that. So anyways, I think I'm just about done here, y'all. I'm loving this series. I know I'm being redundant with that, but it's that good. It's that great. And like and it was just I don't think anything particularly fell off in terms of the production, in terms of the animation quality here. There's just a lot more there's just like not as much to work with this time around, except for the humor. So maybe when like the next performance they'll work with something. Anyways, guys, smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Follow me on follow me on Twitter, or join the Discord server. Share this video around. But yeah, that's about do it for this edition of Bocchi the Rock and this edition of Anime Reactions. Real Station signing off. See you next.